Space, the boundary of human achievement, the new frontier.
It's just a cough.
Yeah, right. And the Earth is flat.
Treat your cough seriously with Robitussin CF Max. Nothing lasts longer and treats more symptoms for your cough, cold, and flu. Robitussin, because it's never just a cough.
In a few moments, you will have an experience which will seem completely real. It will be the result of your subconscious fears transformed to your conscious awareness. Warning, this tape must not be played by government personnel. It can be extremely harmful and result in severe trauma. You have 5 seconds to terminate this tape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hold him. Now you listen to me, you hillbilly punk who thinks the world's still round. I'm here to tell you it's not. It's flat.
Lexi, tell us something interesting.
Okay, the Earth is flat, and a witch stole his pants.
Flat Earth expert Mark Sargent thinks the moon landing was a hoax.
Technically, the moon itself is a hoax.
Right, but betting with Sportsbet's new iPhone app?
I could do this standing on my head.
Thanks, Gravity. Sportsbet's new iPhone app. It's foolproof.
I know how we're different. Do you believe the Earth is flat?
I know it's flat. I walk on it.
Holy
Do you think the Earth is flat, Snoop? What do you
It's a flat world after all.
Smoke weed every day.
Und jetzt der Verkehr. Vorsicht, liebe Autofahrer, auf der A3 Oberhausen Richtung Arnheim ist die linke Spur aufgrund eines UFO-Absturzes gesperrt.
Oh, so schnell jetzt.
Broadcasting straight to you from a large spaceship, currently at war with mainstream science. Meanwhile, the peanut gallery is watching our beloved government officials dance awkwardly on the strings of bureaucracy, performing a routine that seems to have been choreographed by a committee of confused mimes. Picture the president as a star puppet, trying to make eloquent speeches while desperately avoiding tangling with the invisible spaghetti monster of policy decisions. Meanwhile, Congress is like a dysfunctional puppet boy band, each member vying for the spotlight, but ultimately harmonizing about as well as a cat orchestra. And let's not forget the bureaucrats, the unsung heroes who pull off an elaborate balancing act, juggling paperwork and red tape while doing their best impression of unenthusiastic marionettes. It's a comedy of errors where the punchline is democracy and the audience is left wondering if they accidentally stumbled onto a puppet-themed improv show. That was an AI-generated rant by Peanut Gallery. Well done, by the way. As far as AI goes, it's not bad because I heard what he typed in there and it was not much. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Strange World, where the truth is often stranger in fiction. I'm your host, Mark Sargent, the creator of Flat Earth Clues, which propose that all of us are living inside a Truman Show enclosed structure thousands of miles wide. Just Google Flat Earth Mark. If you can't find it, well, you're just not very good at the internet. Currently, this show is on Tuesday nights at 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern. And yes, Carolina is not. What the hell day is it? February 20th, 2024, the year of the dragon. Wood dragon, by the way. Then you are listening to a rerun. Quote of the day goes exactly like these two things. The first was because Dennis is moving, you know, Dennis, right? Loquacious Dennis. He is moving to Louisiana. And I happen to ask a follow-up question because he's saying, I'm moving my whole library. You know, when normal people say that, it's like, well, how many books could he possibly have? So I asked. This is what he wrote. My library is contained within 77 wooden crates that I put together. These consist of 5/8 inch and 3/4 inch stained plywood screwed together. Their dimensions of each crate are 1 foot high, 1 foot deep, and 2 feet wide. These are all full of books. I might estimate that each one of these crates on average contains slightly more than 30 books. The actual number of books is therefore perhaps slightly more than 30 times 77 or 2,310. That's a very rough guess.
Wow.
You want to know why Dennis is how he is? That's why. The other one is very, very short. And this one is from Elon Musk. And it's part of the inspiration of the thumbnail. And Karen sent it to me as well, which is he tweeted this. Amazing that some people still think the news is real. Oh. God, I hate that guy. My co-host, she's lovely, she's sassy, and she is one of the biggest flat earth rock stars ever. Karen B of the channel, Karen B, which you would be listening to live right now if you were here right now with us. Karen, hi.
Hello. Good evening.
It's another Tuesday.
Yes.
We're here doing our thing.
Yes.
Fighting the good fight, in my opinion, in 2024, year of the wood dragon. You've got your tinfoil hat, and what mug is that? Unveiling this realm. Very, very nice. I unfortunately have a squirrel mug. My mug is fake wood with a squirrel on it. It's called Nut House. Because we have a lot of squirrels. We have gray squirrels and we have brown squirrels. Hey, Karen, being the current queen of Flat Earth, it must be hard to find Flat Earth friends. Do you know an easy way to find cool people like yourself and solid info about our stationary, horizontal, level plane?
Why, yes, that would be the Flat Earth Sun, Moon, and Zodiac clock app.
She says with enthusiasm. It's the perfect gift for friends, family, and complete strangers. Watch the featured video every day for 2 weeks and see what happens. It'll be the best $2.99 you've ever spent. Oh, so sleepy. And because it's 10 p.m. on the East Coast, it's time to say goodnight to one of our listeners, Paige. She's just put on her Huckleberry Hound pajamas, got a cup of cocoa with exactly 6 tiny marshmallows, and we'll probably listen to the playback in the morning. Good night, Paige. Don't forget, apparently that's exactly what she's doing. She's like, oh, thank God I can go to sleep now. Don't forget, you can also find this program on BitChute and Brady, on Rockfin and Rumble. YouTube is not the end of Flat Earth. It is just the beginning. Shout outs to Flat Earthers, Stephen Carpenter, the Deftones. Support the Flat Earth cause and get the coolest hoodies ever. Go to the strong.family, won't you, and pick up some merch. He's also a friend of the show. Why aren't you a friend of the show? I don't know. Mailbag. Okay. Of course, I got boxes in the mail. In fact, I even got boxes today. I just want to show you guys real quick what I'm dealing with. So there are 3 more boxes like this one, right? That I got in the mail today. This is unopened. I'm going to have to open these during the breaks. I'm not even going to show it during this show, right? I got so much stuff from him that I had to summarize. So let me just, crap. That probably didn't sound good. Let me stop. Well, I'm picking up all this crap. Okay, real quick. So, Mysterious Encounters. That's a Bigfoot video. Let's see here. Noble Lie, Oklahoma City, 1995. That's pretty cool. Sturgis, uncensored. Why would you buy this, man? Really? Oh, I want to see naked bikers. That's what I want to see, topless bikers in Sturgis. And Peanut nods, yes, of course. Of course he'd nod. The X-Files movie. Actually pretty good. I remember seeing this back in the 90s. Very, very cool. Thank you for that. Also a DVD. And the Joe Rogan Talking Monkeys in Space stand-up comedy special. That's kind of weird.
Monkeys in space.
Right.
That's what he thinks he is.
There you go. Books. Also got some books. I'm summarizing. There was a ton of books that I donated to various salons, like greatest stars of the 80s, greatest stars of the 70s, greatest 100 moments in history. This one's Abominable Snowman, Legend Come to Life. Very, very cool. Thank you for that. America's Abominable Snowman, blah, blah, blah. Big part of the Bigfoot series. The guy had a lot of Bigfoot books. I did not know, by the way, little side note, that InfoWars had their own magazine. I did not know this. Did you know that, Karen?
No, I did not.
Apparently, the magazine. This was from some years ago. There's Alex Jones on the cover wearing some riot gear, or maybe they photoshopped him in.
Wait, is that Alex Jones?
I think so. I think so.
Because the shadow has horns on its head.
What? Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, why would you do that to your own? Whatever. I don't know. This one was notable. Time 1968, the year in history, which was cool because I was born in 1968. Very, very cool. Thank you for that.
Cool.
Fahrenheit 451. Very nice. Let's see. Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition, 50th anniversary. Saving that one for later. Conspiracies, mysteries, secrets, and lies. There's a lot of stuff in here. Only got a few left. JFK at 100. If he lived to be 100 years old, there's a little anniversary. Everybody loved JFK. Two more. Conspiracies and Secret Societies, the complete dossier. This is a thick freaking book right here. So yeah, that. And last but not least, and I always heard about this, but I didn't know this. This looks like a normal notebook, right? Karen, you might know this. This is the whole Kurt Cobain in studio notes. When he wrote songs, he wrote them in this type of notebook. And so it's just photocopies of everything he ever wrote in the studio, hand wrote. So it's called Nirvana. So very cool. There you go. Cool. I think he did that when he was in high school. Okay, meetups. Let's do meetups real fast because we got a bunch of those.
Buddy.
Meetups. Who's got the meetups? I do. First one from Jesse. Next meetup of Jesse's will occur Saturday, March 9th from 12 to 3 at Louis Grill and Bar. That's 6310 East 101st Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. You can RSVP him at 781-857-9175 or email him at 300kmileprius@gmail.com. He will have an Icon P1000 there if you're curious what it can do. So cool. Best of luck with that. I've also got 7 that are that I've already done promos for. We'll just start from the top down. Minnesota, February 24th. That one's the promos in my thing. The Flat Earth Equinox meetup. It's going to be Los Angeles, March 19th. That promo and all the contact information's in there. Flat Earth Social Meetup, West UK, February 27th. Flat Earth Meetup Las Vegas, March 10th. Flat Earth Meetup New York, April 8th, with David Weiss, Zulu One, Alex Lowry, guys like that. Flat Earth Meetup Georgia, February 24th. And of course, Flat Earth Meetup Utah, March 2nd with me, Mark Sargent. I will be there. And all you have to do is email utahfe@gmail.com to get all the details. I will be doing a thing in the evening and a VIP breakfast that next morning. Okay.
Okay. You have some meetups that I don't have, but there's also Flat Coast, Florida, March 9th on Saturday with Shelley Oler that I have on my website.
Awesome.
And so you can go there to flatearthfestivals.com under Flat Earth Friendly Meetups to get some of the details for some of those things, and email me if you want it to be listed on the website.
Right on. All right, we got a bunch of headlines, and we have actually more main headlines than we do lucky unlucky, but we still do have some lucky unlucky. So it's going to be kind of spaced out weird. So hopefully we can punch through the leading headlines before we go to the break. First one from BBC.com. We'll just get the obvious ones out of the way, the political ones. And by the way, yes, the theme, if you didn't already notice the puppet theme, everybody's just playing their roles, being puppets. Do not think that Elon is your savior. Do not think that Donald Trump is your savior either. We'll get to that. Believe me. First one, BBC, Russian landing ship, the Cesar Kunikov, sunk off Crimea, says Ukraine. Yep, it was probably hit by ninjas. Were they American ninjas? Were they SAS ninjas? Probably. I don't think Ukraine's doing anything nowadays. I think it's all us. So yeah, Russian ship blown up. And remember, war has not been declared. Therefore, it's not a war. Next one down from Daily Mail. Kremlin, of course, Britain, you'd be smart not to run these headlines. Kremlin threatens to unleash Armageddon on the West if it loses in Ukraine. Moscow warns it will fire nuclear missiles on, who is the first one on the list? London. Wonder why, guys. Washington, Berlin, and Kiev if Russia is forced to give up territory. Yeah, I could see Russia hitting people really, really hard with whatever they got if they lose. There's warning you. It's like, yeah, if we lose, we're not going to lose. But, I mean, Peanut will say they're probably going to lose anyway, but regardless. Okay, next one down. RT.com. I love this one. Why a Kamala Harris presidency would be the death of the Democrats. The deeply unpopular vice president says she's ready to replace Joe Biden, but that would likely destroy the party's hopes for a 2024 win. Yeah, you're absolutely right. If all of a sudden Biden tripped down some stairs and Kamala came in as acting president, she could not possibly run for re-election because everybody hates her. Red team hates her. Blue team certainly doesn't like her. And so then again, you're going to have someone would have to rescue us from Kamala. So again, plenty of time. You'll see how this thing pans out. But I love that Russia is just, poking us with that one. And next one down.
It's such a scary thought. Right here, this little picture of her where it says, "I'm ready to lead America, Kamala Harris." It's like, oh, brother, you got to be kidding me.
Oh, I know. It took them a number of years just to get her tics, reduced, especially the nervous cackle. So anyway, here's why. So the next one, Fox News. Again, interesting that Fox News would quote Joe Rogan instead of writing their own article, but media is lazy. Rogan says Democratic Party is setting up Gavin Newsom for 2024 presidential run amid Biden scandals. Don't you think that's all a ruse, him running for president? Joe Rogan asked. Yeah, of course. We've been talking about this for months and months, which is Gavin is the best political TV ready type of guy. The only question is, will he be running for president or will he be running for VP? We don't know yet. And as Karen and I have discussed at some length, the other person that would be tied to Gavin would be Big Mike.
Oh, yeah.
So it'd be Gavin and Big Mike. Yeah, no. The only question is, does Big Mike take point or does Big Mike take the back seat? We don't know.
I just want to skip to 2025 already.
Oh, no, you're not getting off that easy. Oh, no. We're all going through this together, guys. I've been waiting for this year. This one, and so far it has not disappointed. I am anticipating great things. Next one down, also Fox News. Okay. Yeah, we'll just throw this in there for good measure, right? Because they're just going to keep trying to do something. It's never going to happen, which is what might happen next, how a Chinese invasion of Taiwan could impact the United States. A Chinese blockade of Taiwan could reverberate globally, sparking market shocks, but U.S. politicians say protecting the island is a war worth fighting. No, it's not. Absolutely not. And we can't find a way to get China to do it. China could roll in there anytime they wanted and surround the island. If you guys know, and I know there's a lot of Americans who don't know their geography. There's Taiwan, there's the China Sea, and then there's China. China owns Taiwan. It's right there. Their Navy can literally just come in and start circling the island. Nobody be able to stop them. And why would we? And in fact, but as soon as they do that, we would trump up something, and then the $1 trillion that we owe them in back merchandise costs, we would just say, "Oh, sorry, we don't owe you that $1 trillion," and that would be a very expensive venture. All right, next one down. We're doing good. RT.com. Okay. This is a two-part story. Okay, I like the first part, right? Because I actually went for it for a second there, which is media using AI to make me fatter, says Donald Trump. Right? And they got a picture of him playing golf. The presidential candidate has raged on social media over a picture of him playing golf while sporting an impressive potbelly. Okay, first, let's get the obvious out of the way. Trump is a bit of a chunky monkey right now, right? His suits are slimming, his tailors are very, very good and very, very expensive, but he's not a light guy. You're not going to be seeing him at the beach. He's smart enough not to do what Elon did on that yacht some time ago, where Elon looked like a vertical beluga whale, which was weird. And you know what? I get it. It's like, oh, it's fake news. You know, it's a deep fake, right? Well, here's where it gets interesting. Go to the next one down. This is from TMZ, because TMZ is the finest journalism in the world. Donald Trump, I'm no fatso. Those golf images are AI. Yeah, well, when you scroll down, here's the thing. There's a picture there of John Daly, a notoriously overweight, big-hitting golfer. And then there's a picture of Donald Trump. Was Donald Trump's face and entire head put on John Daly's body?
John Daly have a cigarette hanging out of his mouth too?
Yeah, John Daly also smokes and drinks. I mean, he's the man's got yes, thanks, Peanut. Yes, pro smoker. Yeah, John Daly's got vices. The man, he is a man of freaking appetites. They could make a movie just about that guy. So did they probably do that, Donald Trump? Yeah. However, as much as like, oh my God, yeah, they did actually do that. You know, they put Trump's head on a fatter guy's body. They didn't do him any favors, but come on. If Trump was actually there wearing that same shirt, he wouldn't look that much better. And Trump's backswing wouldn't nearly be that good. I mean, John's winding up for that shot. Like, Trump's backswing is not that, his form isn't that great. So, yeah, turns out they were poking fun at Trump with that one. So, he was right. But come on. I mean, you remember during the mugshot thing. And I mean, for my relatives' birthdays that are coming up here in April, I'm going to be giving away some of the mugshot merchandise because it's all over the place. Oh, I should have done that. Maybe we'll do that for the break. You know, I ordered there was a website that was selling something like red team beer, but it had Trump. It was a black can with Trump's mugshot on it, right? And they were selling those, and I actually got 3 6-packs. And there was a limited edition. You can't buy them anymore. You know how much the empty cans of those things are going for on eBay? Like $35 a can. I know.
Weird.
I know, right? Okay, next one down. Let's see here. Postmillennial.com. Come on, log in. Just in Trump's. Oh yeah, of course. Let's get to it. This is tied to, you know, don't think that Trump's all about the money right now. He's all about the merchandising. Right after he was sentenced, you know, he was going to pay like millions of dollars. Trump golden high top sneakers sell out within hours of release at $400 a pair, instantly. You know, they were hotter than freaking Swift tickets, and the shoes are gold with an American flag on the high top. You scroll down to that, yeah, and they're sold out instantly. And you're thinking, wow, that makes absolute sense. Red Team is just ravenous. Any Trump, you know, original material, limited edition, they're going to buy. So why is that important? You go down to the eBay link right below that. And half the people that bought them, oh my God. Well, of course, this has been jacked up. No one's going to buy them for that much. But you can buy them on eBay now. Can you get them for $400? No, try $4,000. This one has been marked up. I have no idea what they're
$150,000.
Yeah, I know. It's not going to sell for $450,000. I'm sure.
They have two have been sold. I don't know for how much though.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if that's actually the case, Fox News is going to.
Here's a pair for $16,947.
Oh wow! So they're being resold. So the people are buying them for like $4,000 and $5,000 and already reselling them for more. They're jacking them up. Who knows? Maybe they're using them part of fundraiser. Maybe they're using them as part of the legal defense thing. Who knows? But oh yeah, Trump's always been about merchandising, and this year he is going to cash in. Win or lose, Trump's going to be just fine. You don't have to worry about him. Don't cry for Donald Trump. No matter what happens to him, he is going to be just fine.
They look like Homelander shoes.
They do look like. Thank you, Karen, for doing a boys reference. Very nice. If Homelander played basketball, those are the shoes he would wear.
100%.
Nice. Well done. Okay, RT.com. Oh, okay. This is a three-parter, and this is why freaking Elon's on the thumbnail. So, RT.com condemns U.S. government censorship. The billionaire has claimed to be under relentless attacks for allowing free speech on his social media platform. Really? Free speech, you say? So X is a free speech platform. Karen, do you agree with that? That X is a free speech platform?
No.
Yeah. No, I didn't think so either. However, he has been so vocal about it that people that don't know what the hell they're going on are just trying to kiss his ass. Let's go to the next one down. Next one down from the Daily Mail. Oh, look at this. Elon Musk is nominated for Nobel Peace Prize by Norwegian Prime Minister, who praises him for being a stout proponent of free speech and enabling Ukraine to communicate after Russia's invasion. Really? Really? So even though, and you know what? While we're at it, pull up that little image I sent you, which was, here's why I disagree. People say, oh, I know there's listeners out there. It's like, oh no, Elon's a hero. Really? Because John O'Looney, the high profile mortician who's been posting things about how there's weird rubbery things in some of the bodies that he's been dissecting, right? You know, from side effects from something that we're not supposed to talk about. His account's been suspended since the last show. Why is that? Why would you suspend a coroner's or a mortician's account? Why? Because he's talking about something that you need to censor? I think so. So yeah, no. And I'm sorry, one more thing. Again, if you think Elon's your hero, don't forget, he still runs a fake space program. Yeah. But I watch him win the freaking Nobel Peace Prize. It would drive me insane. Okay, next one down. I'm sorry. Let's bring up that heater thing. One more thing. Well, I got this no less than 10 times this week. You got that image where then he has so much credibility when it comes to social media that there's people now selling products that he has nothing to do with. And this one's just called portable heater. There's no company name on here. Elon Musk is in the background. It says Elon Musk reveals the secret to heating your home this cold season. Thermostatic system, temperature display, low noise rating, all while cutting your heating bill to basically zero. Really? So this little plug-in heater that's going to generate almost no BTUs at all, that's not going to use any electricity while plugged into the outlet of your house?
Cutting your heating bill to basically zero.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, jacking up. Yeah, if you bought a whole bunch of these things at $50 a piece and put them into every outlet, but watch what happens to your electricity bill at that point. Only pennies a day. One-time cost under $50. You mean $49.99? Light and portable. Built-in safeguards. Fire resistant. Yeah, I got no less than 10 of those. He has nothing to do with that product at all. Okay, what's left? Okay. Do these, we're running out of time. We'll probably have to go to break here. Remember how I said that it was a blown chance during the Super Bowl? You know, Travis should have absolutely asked Taylor, you know, you want to maximize, strike while the iron's hot, maximize it. Propose right there at the trophy presentation thing. Absolutely did not. But you know who did? Usher, the halftime show guy. That's what you do. People haven't been following Usher a lot lately, so it's like, hey, you know what? After he did the Super Bowl performance, he did a Las Vegas wedding, and he married longtime girlfriend Jennifer. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Golkochia. There's a lot of C's in there. There's a lot of things happening there. Longtime girlfriend. Yeah, they married. Yep. Yeah, that's what you do. And then they could, they could milk it for whatever they can. So Travis, Taylor and Travis, they absolutely blew the opportunity there. Okay, we've got a few more, but we're gonna go to break. Yeah, we get 1, 2, 3. Ooh, good Lord. We got a few more after this. So we're gonna go to break, and when we come back, we'll finish up the headlines. We'll go into Lucky Unlucky and Clown World. We got 3 of them. Then we'll take your calls. Karen, the music.
All right.
There are some exciting new features on the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app. Our new Profiles module allows you to create a personalized wall with as much or as little information as you like. Connect with other blue dots anywhere across our amazing Flat Earth plane. Share your favorite images, videos, and stories on your wall. Search for other blue dots by using keywords or by name. You never know who you might meet. Add friends to your Flat Earth circle. Keep track of your friend requests and invites from others in the Request tab. See what your friends are up to and interact with them. In the Edit section of your profile, scroll down to the Search Terms for your profile section and add in all of your hobbies and talents, so other blue dots can connect with you. From any group chat, long press on the comment to directly link to that user's profile. From a one-to-one chat, click the info button on the upper right to see your options. Invite them to be in your circle of friends. With the simple swipe to the left, you can now mute notifications for selected groups of your choosing. Our images section has gotten a big upgrade. You can now use keyword searching to bring up all of the images that you're looking for. No more scrolling and hunting. We plan on adding thousands of more images as we get them from blue dots across the plane. If you are seeing this video, it's time to update your app and find your tribe.
Join me, Karen B, every Moon Day at 9:30 a.m. for Coffee Talk on YouTube, Rumble, and Rockfin. You never know what you'll learn about in the coffee shop. Open topic and open phones, y'all. Join me.
Every Moon Day. Welcome back to Strange World, part 2 of 4. It's you, me, the always lovely Karen B. And sometimes Peanut. You know what? That was Joe Jackson stepping out from his album.
Night and Day.
Night and Day, yeah.
Night and Day.
All right, so we're still going through headlines because a lot of stuff happened this week, whether or not you paid attention to it. So where'd we leave off? Censorship, Elon's going to get the prize. Oh, yeah, Usher got married. First one down. After that, from India Today, NASA releases picture of the far side of the moon we never see from Earth. There it is. Well, I'm sold. We should just kill the stream, Karen. Shut everything down. Get Weiss, shut everything down. Yep, far side of the moon.
Horrible.
No stars. Doesn't even look. Because you remember, somebody brought this up on one of the interviews I did recently. It's like, if NASA's the only one to see the far side of the moon, then it's got to be, it's got to be different from the original, our side of the moon. It's got to be completely fabricated, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, actually it does. It absolutely, and that kind of makes sense because when you're looking at it, it looks almost completely unremarkable. For me, it doesn't even look like, even remotely like our side of the moon. So interesting.
No.
Yeah.
That's retarded.
I know. So yeah, there you go. I'm sold. Far side of the moon. Remember, it's got to be a lie. And again, with that shot, it's got to be. It's different from like looking at Mars and Venus and stuff like that. It's something we can't see, so it has to be completely fabricated. It's not like looking at Jupiter, where you can see stuff with a telescope and then they just kind of embellish from there. Oh no, no, no. Again, compared to the side we see, this side or the dark side, nothing's going on at all. All right, next one down. We got a couple space stories. This one, obligatory from Metro out in the UK. A dead satellite is hurtling back down to Earth, and no one knows where it's going to land. Oh, what could happen?
In the ocean?
Yeah. 75% chance it's going to land in the ocean anyway, guys. Right? And if it doesn't hit the ocean, there's also something like a 80% chance it's not going to hit a populated area. Because there's huge swaths of nothing out there. People don't understand how empty this world really is.
Right, because overpopulation is a complete and utter myth.
Right. Next one down. Fox News. Oh yeah, this one. NASA goes old school with rockets sending astronauts to the moon. NASA bringing back the iconic worm logo. I didn't even know it was called a worm logo for the Artemis 2 mission. Okay. This is what happens when your program is stalled, but you need to keep it relevant. You remember, wasn't even a month ago where they said, oh yeah, by the way, Artemis 2, we've kicked down the road to where we're not even going to consider launching it until September of 25. Right? So nothing's going to happen between now and 25, but we got to stay relevant because we got to, take all the money and try to stay. So they actually went in and repainted the rockets. Yep. And then released that as a story to the news with the red worm logo, which they haven't used since, what year did they use that in? 1975 was when they first designed that logo. So yeah, it's got a 70s feel to it. Whatever, you're not going. You kicked the can down the road. You kicked the can down the road for 50 something years. 50 freaking years. No one's going to the moon, guys. Trolls, prove me wrong. Artemis 2 is not going anywhere. All right, next one down. Foxnews.com. This was kind of a weird one. A bunch of people sent me this one. Because, Flat Earth is one of the few groups that actually talks about Antarctica on a regular basis. Iran declares Antarctica its property. Oh, good Lord. Kill that ad. Declares Antarctica its property in direct challenge to Biden and global treaty. Notice how they worded that there? They made it seem like the current Biden administration has something to do with the Antarctic Treaty. By the way, they also called it the Global Treaty.
Mm-hmm.
Note that. It's like, okay, it's also a globe, and we didn't mention specifically the Antarctic Treaty because that would pop up all sorts of stuff that we've done. Because we've mentioned the Antarctic Treaty in specific videos all the time. And Peanut says, yes, Biden's old enough. He may have been there during the Antarctic Treaty. Very possible. Iranian Navy commander announces planned military base in South Pole. Good luck, guys. Good luck, Iran, setting up something in the South Pole. Love to see that attempt. That would be really, really fun. You think people are stiff on some things? Oh no, Antarctica, that baby's locked down. You're not getting there. The next one down, I think it's CNN.com. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's not even an article. This is just, you can watch a video. Hear Bill Nye's message to conservative lawmakers. Again, because I've said this many, many times, because Bill Nye wears a lab coat, or in this case, a smart suit with a bow tie, he's angular and he's thin. He can talk about any science topic anytime he wants. He can talk about climate change. He can be on the doomsday clock. He can talk about the Mars rover or quantum mechanics or whatever he wants. Because again, he's syndicated on Disney, teaching junior high science concepts to kids. And when you grow up with that, it does something to your head where it's like, oh yeah, he's credible. He's got a bachelor's degree in mechanical. That's where it stopped. Then he became an actor. Then he became a Disney employee. Now he feeds just bull crap.
Now he's poisoning every young mind he can possibly get to.
Yes, I will breathe some sigh of relief when he finally passes to the great beyond. All right, next one down. Speaking of that, let's go to the Washington Post. And I know you probably won't be able to get too far because it's going to be a headline only, but I thought that was interesting. Remember the Chinese aircraft that set a record because it was a airplane that usually does about 570 miles an hour and it was doing over 800, right?
Mm-hmm.
Funny thing. That same sort of record jet stream hit same sort of miles per hour, a 265 mile an hour jet stream over DC. Was it DC or Washington State? It was DC, wasn't it?
I don't know. It just says over Washington. I don't know which
I think it was Washington D.C. So planes were doing 800 miles an hour as near record winds sweep high over. And remember what I said? It's like, oh, that Chinese thing. Oh, it's rare. It's rare. It's not like they're happening. Oh, really? Because they're happening over the United States too. How strange is that? That now you're catching on to what we've been saying about these really, really fast jet streams and how planes get really, haul ass from one end to the other. Watch, Karen, you watch. They will blame that on climate change before it's over and say that these jet streams.
Everything on climate change.
Yeah, they'll say these jet streams are new. Oh yeah, 300 mile an hour jet stream, totally new. That's a new thing. Really? Is it a new thing? I don't think so. Yeah, planes top 800 miles
under the sun.
No. All right, last lucky unlucky, and then I'm sorry, last main headline. Then we'll whip through the lucky unlucky. Fox News. And I'm going to read this carefully so we don't get in trouble. Largest ever shot in the arm study links the shots to small increase in heart and brain conditions. They analyzed data from what?
Small?
Yeah. It's rare, Karen. Rare. Even though they looked at, and I'm sure these numbers are absolutely legit, even though they say they looked at data from 99 million people. I'm sure their numbers are absolutely authentic and credible and gospel, and people should do secondary studies based on their data. Yeah. Yeah. Again, they have to say something because at least it gives people some hope that's out there. It's like, whoa, yeah, sure, you can say that something's happening, but it's rare. It's rare, Mark. You don't have, doesn't happen to everybody. Well, you mean except that guy and that guy. That guy's gone and that guy died a while ago. Well, except for all those people I know. Okay. Lucky unlucky. Let's just get to speaking. You know what? That's a great segue, isn't it? Because we've been running a segment for a long time called Lucky Unlucky. Let's see how rare it really is, shall we? Remember, this is just from what we collected this week. You can go back to any episode before this. Former Norway Youth International Mornir Hammond dies after cardiac arrest, age 39. He was a big soccer guy. Played most of his life. And that was it. 39. Well, you know what? Maybe that's a fluke. Let's go to the next one. Pakistani teen, tennis girl. She's 17. Collapses, dies. I notice how by the way, they don't say die here. They say passes away during a junior tournament. She didn't even make it to the pros. Her name is Zanab Ali Nakvi. Collapsed during this week's junior event. Collapsed during the tennis event in Islamabad and passed away. Promising, talented Pakistani junior. Tough break. Again, probably just a coincidence. Yeah, one or two. But that's, I mean, come on, Karen, they did data on 99 million people. It can't be happening all the time, except for, this next one from dailymail.com. How Trisha Goddard, 66, has bravely battled incurable cancer in private after a tumor was detected in her hip following the fall in 2022. Oh, what happened? After she fell. Well, by the way, I love the fact that she fell and was scanned because of the fall, and then they found the tumor. You know how that goes. If she hadn't have fallen, we'd be reading a whole different story, which is like, oh, all of a sudden, she went in for a routine checkup and had stage 4, when was almost the case in this case. So her first diagnosis was in 2008, contributed to her marriage split. Really? You gonna throw that in there? Her husband didn't want to hang around? That's awful. She kept it a secret, blah, blah, blah. She's still alive. So we'll see how that pans out. But again, they wouldn't have even detected it unless she fell.
She doesn't look like she's 66 years old.
Yeah, she looks good. Well, would you want me to say the saying? Yeah, I can get away with it. Black don't crack. You know how it goes.
Crack.
What, you've never heard that? Yeah, Peanut's heard it. What, Peanut hasn't heard it either? What's wrong with you people? Do you have no black friends? Either of you guys?
I do. I don't know.
God, I grew up on the streets of Detroit. I had a lot of black friends. I hung out with Eminem. Okay. Let's go down to Fox News. And yes, Peanut, it's Fox News and it has to be accurate. Absolutely. And that's the end of the show forever. No, that is not. I did not say anything racist. I'm fine. That is a very positive saying, which is, I mean, come on, black actors have died over the years and people said the same thing. It's like, wow, they didn't look that old. It's like they were 94. So they moisturize. A lot of lotion. All right, next one down. Fox News. Pioneering American skier Kasia Rigby believed dead in avalanche. Okay, so she didn't die suddenly. She was 54 years old. She was an accomplished telemark skier. I like this story because this is a ride or die story. If you're a skier, if you're a hardcore skier and you want to die, that's how you go out. You're in your 50s, you're skiing down the slope, an avalanche comes up from behind you and buries you. That's how you go down. So rest in peace, Kasia. Seriously. Those stories like that, it's like, Mark, you being morbid. It's like, no, not at all. Look, she was skiing. Everyone, if you ski enough, you know the risks. And good Lord, she was skiing in an avalanche area. She didn't care. Like, yeah, I'm doing this. Good for you. I'd rather her die like that than to die, she died doing what she loves. Absolutely. I'd rather have her go out like that than to, just fall in a lobby in a snow lodge. just face plant. And people like, what happened? All right. Yeah, you know what? I'd rather have her do that than what's next, which is from Fox. Wow, we have a lot of Fox News. Amy Schumer. If you don't know, she's the comedian relative of, is she the niece of Chuck Schumer? Yeah, niece of Chuck Schumer. I'm sure that had nothing to do with her career. Her shuts down critics commenting that her face is puffier than normal. Puffier than normal? Scroll down, Karen. Yo, yeah. Amy's a bit puffy. We're not talking about eye puffiness. We're talking about her cheeks and her face. She's puffy. And the reason why, by the way, we bring this up, by the way, you scroll down to that Hulu poster down below. Oh yeah, big difference. Because she has an autoimmune disease that has a weird side effect. So something's happened to her recently to where her immune system is counteracting with something, and who knows, maybe she's taking medication for it that is counteracting that, and she's now got a big puffy face. Not good. So there you go. And I'm not going to read all the stuff about her and endometriosis, because that's kind of gross. But there's a lot. There's more. Look up. You want to look up what's happening. Health concerns of Amy Schumer. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Okay, next one down. Let's see, Telegraph.uk. Let's see, Dancing with the Stars from the BBC. His name was, what was his name? Robin Windsor. 44 years old. He caught suddenly and is not coming back with Dancing with the Stars. I don't have the rest of that article. But he was a professional dancer on Strictly Come Dancing, and his dance company announced that. I'm sure, again, absolutely coincidental that it was sudden and unexpected. He was only 44 years old, and then he had no side effects from anything that we know of or are willing to talk about. Next one down from the BBC, if I'm not mistaken. Andreas Brehem, Germany World Cup. I probably butchered that one too. World Cup winner, dies age 63. He was in the 1990 World Cup final. What do we got? What do we got? I don't see what it was. Do you see what it was, Karen? I got nothing. Just rest in peace. What he did, good. You know, he was a great guy. Well, anyway, he is unlucky. Next one down. We got a few more. Then we'll go to Clown
Just
World.
says he passed away.
Yeah. This one was kind of interesting. I had to look for something that wasn't subscription based to get this one. Berkeley campus, let's see here. Former YouTube CEO's son dies at UC Berkeley campus. Now, here's where it gets interesting. So he died suddenly. He was 19 years old, right? And he was a freshman, and he was found unresponsive. Now, they're going to tie this to a drug overdose. They're going to try to, at the very least. And again, what we've talked about months ago, which was if you catch suddenly and go down and you are known to be taking drugs recreationally, they're going to pin it on the drugs, no matter what it is. I don't even know if they do an autopsy. They'd be like, or do a blood chemical analysis. But yeah, again, if you find it's like, oh, look, he's unresponsive in his dorm room. Did he do drugs from time to time? Yes. Well, he had to have OD'd. Really? Freshman? College? Just straight up OD'd in his room? I don't know if I buy it. I just don't. I think he caught suddenly, and they're just gonna write it off as a drug thing. And the mother, by the way, oh wait, was it her? No.
No, it was a son that died, but it was Susan Wojcicki or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yep, sorry.
The censorship queen.
Yeah, the mother didn't do a statement. The grandmother made the statement. Devastated beyond comprehension. Apparently the mother's not talking. Probably for who knows.
Well, I mean, as a mom, I probably wouldn't want to be talking to people either.
Probably not. Probably not. Not until at least you know more. All right. How many we got? Two more. And no, one more. And then we got Clown Worlds. Okay, BBC.com. Sir Chris Hoy, cancer diagnosis, 6-time Olympic champion, surrounded by love. So the former Great Britain track cyclist, 47 years old. He's going through chemo, and he won 6 gold medals between 2004 and 2012. He is the second most decorated Olympic cyclist of all time. Again, there we go. He did not disclose the type of cancer. But okay, why not? I mean, you got all sorts of people wanting to talk to you about it. That was it. So he's hanging in there. But again, if he was in remission for a while, I'm pretty much gathering he's got turbo. And we'll see how that goes. We'll track it. His name might come up later. Okay, Clown Worlds. As if any of the stuff we've covered so far wasn't clown related. The whole year actually may be summed up in a clown section before it's over. All right, first one is from Yahoo? From People Magazine. Okay, this is a follow-up. So, woman formerly known as Rachel Dolezal loses school job because she was doing an OnlyFans account. So But this is a follow-up, right? She's already gotten in trouble to start because she sparked controversy in 2015 when she was identified as black, despite being the daughter of two white parents.
Mm-hmm.
She also changed, she changed her name. She was fired by a Tucson, Arizona school district after administrators learned of her OnlyFans account. We only learned about the OnlyFans account yesterday afternoon, said a spokeswoman for the school district. Her posts are contrary to our district's use of social media by district's employees policy. She is no longer employed by the Catalina Foothills School District. Yeah. The outlet noted that explicit images appearing to be her were being shared on Reddit. And what was she was charging what, $10 subscription fee plus tips. Yeah. Okay, word to the wise, guys. Look, it's going to happen. Nowadays, you cannot, unless you have a job that's very fluid, where you can just, pick up and leave whenever you want. If you do an OnlyFans account, they're gonna find you.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're a teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Students are gonna look you up.
I feel like we just talked about a couple teachers who got busted with OnlyFans.
Yeah. All it takes is one you guys are look, guys are pigs. Men are pigs. And they're all kids, all young boys. If you're in high school, a lot of them think about sex all the time. And they're going to do it. They're going to look up every female teacher that's even remotely attractive and see if she's doing anything on the side. And all it takes is one guy. That's all it takes. It's one person. And then he tells a whole bunch of people or grabs the images and posts them somewhere else, right? Just for the hell of it. Like, because that's what you would do. It's like, dude, it's like, hey, dude, post them, grab them. Can you grab them? Yeah.
Related. Rachel says she was a little too black for her African-American ex-husband. What the fuck?
Well, the upper shot, actually, the first shot does her justice. The second, the lower one,
that's when she was identifying as black.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, but she does come on. I mean, she walked up to me and said, "Oh yeah, by the way, my name is." I'm not gonna fall into that trap of naming. No, Peanut says no. I'm not gonna give you a name. But come on, she kind of looks it. But somebody must have looked her up and found out. Unless, okay, you know what? I'm gonna throw out. We had a little time. I'm gonna throw this out there. Unless, the whole parents thing were lying, right? And the whole birth certificate, unless the mother, you know what I mean, unless the mother was lying, and she didn't. The mailman, exactly. The mailman who delivered. Okay. No reference to the Postman Always Rings Twice movie. Okay, looking up. Yeah, we're going to finish. We're almost done. FoxNews.com. Man, we had a lot of Fox News. Okay, Tom Cruise's new romance with Russian socialite caps actor's long list of younger female lovers, by the way. Tom Cruise, who's 61, and Russia socialite Elsina Karova, 36, were spotted at a London's Air Ambulance charity gala earlier. Okay, again, DG, I know you're listening. I got to take a shot at Tom because you know the deal. Look, there are no gay leading men in Hollywood, and I'm sure Tom Cruise is no way gay or has ever been gay because, he wants to keep his fan base. You want to keep your fan base, you got to butch up every once in a while. If that means you can hang out with some hot Russian girl at a London premiere, that's what you do. Rumors have been swirling around Tom for a long, long time. This is just one of those. In fact, his marketing people, I'm sure, were really happy when this story came out. So there you go. Tom Cruise. Again, you're not gay until you die, and then anyone that ever dated you is gonna out you. Yeah, exactly. Just be yourself. If you can, be George Michael, be Elton John, be Freddie Mercury. Yeah, I know they came out later. Doesn't really matter. Okay, FoxNews.com. Last one before we go to the final break, or the break before the phone stuff. Okay, this headline throws me just, okay, you want America in a nutshell? Here we go. Ready? I'm going to break this down for you really fast, just on the headline. Trans inmate who killed their own baby now identifies as a Muslim woman, is suing the prison chaplain for not allowing her to wear a hijab. Suing for $150,000.
No. Inmate who killed stepdaughter.
Oh, was it a stepdaughter? Yeah, but it was still his. Still hers. It was in his house. 11 months old, horrible crime, absolutely awful.
Oh my God.
I know. When you scroll down to the picture of him/her, I mean, whoa.
Sweet Jesus.
I know, right? Yeah, I know. Peanut's got a good point there. It's like Muslims can't be trans. It's like, ooh, yeah, good point. This person is, yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, this shows you the level of insanity, which is, I know. Again, taking it, it's like, okay, you're bored. You're going to be in prison for the rest of your life. Chaplain doesn't allow you to wear hijab, so you're going to sue the prison. And because you have rights now, more rights than you used to, this thing actually may move forward a little bit. The prison's not going to pay a freaking dime. But wild. Absolutely freaking wild. Yeah, but yeah, if you guys are interested, scroll that, go to Fox News and look up that story and scroll down to the picture. It is just something. Okay, we're going to go to our break. When we come back, we're going to take your phone calls, 848-222-2480. That's 848-222-2480. I got to get on Turbo Bridge right now. Karen, the music.
All righty. Hey, are you a foodie? Are you looking for the best salsas and hot sauce to serve at your next Mexican cultural appropriation party? A salsa that will knock your guests flat on their rear ends? Or maybe you're just looking for that authentic roasted chili flavor. Imperio Salsa is small batch and handcrafted with choice non-GMO ingredients. It is legit my favorite salsa ever. Support your local flat earther and go to imperiosalsa.com and order some of the best salsa on the plane. Shipping is included on all USA orders, and oh, look at this. The more you order, the more you save. They have some of the best seasonings that go great on your homemade guacamoles and quesadillas, or whatever you like. They are the bomb. Season your meat with it. Season everything with it. Go get it. Keep it flat. Eat my salsa.
put a bonus story in chat. Bonus story. There's a chat. There's a story in chat. Welcome back to Strange World, part 3 of 4. To me, the always wonderful Karen B. And Peanut on video this week. So I can see him smoking. I should really count cigarettes. Oh, we should have like a digital counter. That'd be awesome. Like up in the corner.
Who's gonna keep track of that?
Peanut will. He'll do like a clicker and can like change it every once in a while.
Sure, he wants to do that.
I don't think so. He's blowing smoke at us. He's blowing smoke at me. That's just rude. That is rude. All right. So there's a bonus story that I ran into, because I go to a couple forums that are pretty weird. And this bonus story, I'll summarize for you really fast, right? So it's from Fox 8 in Ohio, and it's significant problem expected immediately after eclipse. Elria Township in Ohio is the list of local communities asking residents to stay home during the upcoming total solar eclipse is growing. I don't know what fear thing is going out there, but they're saying this particular one is telling people to stay home, stock up on food and prescriptions prior to the eclipse. It's warning of the inability for free movement, massive disruptions in electricity. What do you think? A Carrington event's going to happen? Internet and wireless services and shortages of food and fuel. Wow. Okay. You remember that Canada story we read where there's a school system that's shutting down in Canada that day? The kids don't go to school that day?
I guess so. Right here, it even says these schools will close for total solar eclipse. So maybe some other schools are too.
Oh, well.
If I was in the path of totality, I'd be like, yeah, give us a day off so we can watch it.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What day is the eclipse? I should know this.
April 8th.
April 8th. Okay.
It's like a Monday.
There you go. April 8th. There's already going to be why this year? Why this year? Why would they be freaking out? We had an eclipse in 2017. I was at the one I was in the middle of the blackout in Oregon in 2017. Nobody was doing anything.
I think they're just getting people to go buy a bunch of extra shit.
Could be.
Trying to stimulate the economy with fear.
Yeah, we should fuel that. We should say we should tack onto that. Say, you know what? I heard there's going to be a gun grab during the eclipse. See what happens.
God,
who knows? Wow. All right. Yeah. Again, April 8th. I'm pretty sure I'll be here. So that'll be kind of fun to watch. But yeah, bonus story. Okay, phone number to call in is 848-222-2480. That's 848-222-2480. And we got some calls on the line, so let's pick them up.
What if we have worldwide alien disclosure on Eclipse Day? What do you think about that, Mark?
Temptress. Really? No, don't tease me. I would love nothing more than if my key fob for my spaceship actually worked that day. Because every morning, you guys probably don't know, when I'm home, every morning I go out, I wave it around the sky, click it a few times, nothing happens. It was a key fob I found in one of my drawers years ago. It was stainless. I think it was stainless. It was a weird metal with some markings on it. Anyway, nothing's ever showed up, but I'm going to try it on April 8th nonetheless. Okay, first one's going to be 505 from New Mexico, because again, Mexico had more land. Now they have less because of us. See what I did there? See, because of us. Yeah. Anyway, 505. Say something.
Something.
Very good. Very good. Well played.
Mark, Karen, I love you guys. It's awesome. So I like your ideas on the bonus story there. Yeah. Maybe they just don't want these children to see the sun turning off for a few minutes.
Well, it's not like they won't be able to see it from their home, right?
Yeah.
And I wonder if these are schools that are just in the
Right.
blackout. I should look up and see if that Peanut, look up and see if that town is in the blackout zone in
It
Ohio.
must be because, and actually, that does happen. If you're in the path of totality, there, people will go there so they can see total blackout. Because why not? If you're right there, if you're within driving distance, why wouldn't you? I did that in 2017. I just drove right to South Carolina
Yeah.
because my part was just outside of the
Yeah.
path of totality.
Yeah. And there's a point where you could be 100 yards away from totality and it looks completely different. There's a huge difference between 99% and 100% when it comes to eclipses. So who knows? We'll see. I've heard the cry wolf thing so many times. It's like, nope, not buying it. I heard yesterday there was going to be a stock market crash today. There wasn't. I've heard that prediction. No less than
Market's doing good.
I know. And yesterday they said it was going to be a crash. Oh, go figure.
Right.
Whatever. We'll see.
Who said there was going to be a crash?
I am a couple forums that I was on. A couple guys. Who knows? Maybe they were tied to some market thing. So
Probably.
yeah. I am cautious. I'm not even optimistic. I do not think, again, because I was there in 2017. So what's the difference between that one and this one? It's unless something special is happening, unless there's an armada that I didn't get the briefing on. They never tell me anything. Anyway, what do you got?
That sounds like the town we should go to. So, yeah. And where are you folks going to go? Any plans for hitting that totality path somewhere?
No, not me. I'm on the West Coast, so I'm not.
Mark would have to fly somewhere.
Okay. I'd have to fly quite a ways. Now,
It starts in Mexico and goes through Texas.
Yeah.
And then it goes up in kind of northwest. I'm going to try to go to Indiana.
Zulu's doing one up where he is.
Okay. New York. Yeah.
New York's doing one. And Weiss will be there and Alex Lowry and people like that. So
Good deal. I'm going to try to head somewhere in the Texas path. I'm looking at like Uvalde, maybe north of there somewhere. Yeah. It's only about 10 hours from here. But Karen, how far is it for you? Is that about 10 hours to get to Indiana?
No, it's like 5-6 hours.
Oh, that's not bad. Great.
No, it could be worse.
Good deal.
If it was more than that, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Mark, if you change your mind, let us know where you're going to go.
Right now, I haven't. There were some people that were kind of throwing some invites out there, but nothing was concrete. So, Peanut could be there in an hour and a half for totality, dude. Why don't you? If the weather's nice, it might be kind of cool. Have you ever been in one? Peanut? No, it's worth it. I mean, you saw me in the documentary. Cool. It's a cool thing.
Last total eclipse in America for 20 years.
Yeah.
So after this, you may not.
Absolutely.
Not get
although Peanut, given that there are the
11.
Given that there's some towns that who knows. Whenever you hear, because again, we didn't hear about the thing that's happening in Ohio with that school shutting down is separate from the thing we were talking about Canada, and that would have been at least 3 weeks ago. So who knows? Maybe there's some. We'll know as it gets closer if more schools start picking up on this. So we'll see.
Yeah, have to keep an eye on it. Yeah. Well, the other thing I had tonight was I looked at a few fake space stories tonight, and two I had real quick. I saw the story on the solar system, these dwarf planets that they so-called say are, well beyond Pluto in that range. And these are pretty interesting names. I never heard of these guys. Eris, E-R-I-S, and Makey. And I guess they're thinking from the James Webb Space Telescope that even though this distance doesn't seem to be an issue, they're thinking that they have underground oceans on there because of maybe some methane hints from the telescope signatures. But, before you get your maybe snorkel gear ready to go there and scuba gear, Eris is 14.4 billion miles from the sun, and Makey's a lot closer at 7.7 billion. I just really had to laugh at these distances they were throwing out in this article. But and then the brightest quasar, I don't know if you guys caught this story, which is 500 trillion times the brightness of the sun. And this thing has like a black hole that eats supposedly the mass of a sun a day. And oh, by the way, too, it's so far that it takes 12 billion years for the light to reach us. But yeah, just be careful because it's consuming a sun every day.
Oh my
I am worried. I'm not going to sleep tonight because of that. So thank you.
Hey.
Yeah.
Space is always trying to kill you, man.
Yeah,
they are. Space is lava.
Space is lava.
It sounds like you might have enough books there too that you're getting sent that you can open up a like a Strange World museum, Mark, with all those books you're getting. Maybe
I could,
Bigfoot section.
Yeah, the thing with Christian out in Vegas, and again, Christian, love stuff that you again appreciate that you're either doing a remodel or just clearing out your den. Who knows? These things may not even been on a shelf. You may have just may have been in boxes already. But good Lord, yeah, he could start a conspiracy book, a bookshop with the amount of stuff he's got in there, and he still wouldn't rival Dennis. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Well, if you had all those Dennis books, you could really make a big library. It sounds like, put them all together. Yeah.
Yes. I could.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, yeah, I'll do a few shout outs. And this is kind of a late entry, Mark. We were going to do this. Some of the folks that meet up here, we're going to do a Saturday meetup in Rio Rancho again at Jim and Naomi's house. And it's this Saturday, February 24th at 4 p.m. Anybody in the area in New Mexico or beyond is welcome to join us. And contact would be Kevin, and the email is clothingcompany@gmail.com. And we're gonna, Naomi, who's a new flat earther and she's really passionate, she's gonna do a presentation on Admiral Byrd's diary. So
nice.
that should be pretty. Looking forward to it. Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool.
Should be pretty cool.
Right on.
Yeah. So, and then I'll shout out to, of course, Jan in Dallas, and keep it flat, everybody. See you, Mark. See you, Karen.
All right. See you, man.
Okay.
All right. He's just listening. Washington. I don't do a lot from my neck of the woods. Wonder where this person is. 253. We're going to pick you up. So don't freak out. Take your thing off mute. 253. What's happening?
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you can.
Hey, I'm actually living in Auburn.
Say that one more time. I didn't catch that. Nobody did. Peanut didn't.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're breaking up a little bit. Uh-oh.
Oh, what? I can hear you.
Boy, you're tell you what, hang up and call back. I'll pick somebody else in the meantime, okay? Because your connection's not good. Let's do 518. I know this guy. He was at the conference in Vegas.
Awesome.
Jerome.
Hello, guys.
There you
Gary,
go.
Mark.
Hey, what's happening, man?
How y'all doing this evening?
Good.
Great. What's going on?
Oh, yeah. I was checking out the news today when they was talking about them brains and heart things.
Yeah.
They were naming companies. And I was like, oh, wow, I can't wait to get on tonight to tell Mark. And you said that, I was like, yep, they got it. But yeah, now they finally coming out with that. Y'all been saying this for months.
Yeah.
I mean, for the longest time.
Yeah. Well, they've got to say something.
I guess y'all put it to them.
There's too many people sharing social media content on this. Way too many things that are happening. I mean, come on, how many international? I feel bad. Anyone that does international broadcasting, like the South America version of Ron Burgundy's or Europe. I mean, those guys are dropping like flies on air constantly. The Americans, not so much. They were smart not to take those guys out. But yeah, how many of those can you see before it's like, oh, hey, maybe there's something happening? But denial's a powerful thing. So yeah, it's been interesting to watch.
Well, denial is making them drop like flies.
Yep.
Well, I was shocked when they came out with it, and when they started naming the companies, I was like, "Ooh, those are the major players right there."
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to say anything because
no, I got you.
I don't want you know what I'm saying. But,
yeah, usually
I was like, yeah, they were on point with it.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow.
Yep.
Dennis and his library. Yeah. I knew he had a library. That's why I wanted to take his brain in Vegas, but he got away from me. I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, there's a lot of books jammed in that guy's head. Absolutely. A lot of books.
Yeah, it is. I wanted to pick his brain so bad, but when I turned around, when he got off the mic, I turned around and looked, and he was gone. I'm like, damn.
You don't want to pick. Yeah,
I'll catch you next time, Dennis.
Yeah, you don't want to pick Dennis's brain. You'd likely you don't want to pick Dennis's brain. It ends up like the La Brea tar pits. You're just gonna fall in. You're never coming out.
Well, hey, that's a good thing.
I suppose.
I mean, I like it. I mean, he had a lot of very interesting information. I mean,
yes, he does.
I told y'all last year, don't sleep on Dennis. I told y'all last year, and he's got a library with over 2,000 books. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. And those are just the ones. That's just what he travels with. Who knows what books he doesn't keep? You know, because he gives away a lot of books and he mails books to people. He's a book guy.
Yeah. But see, I'm pretty sure he's got copies of those books that he sends out, though.
Oh, I'm sure. I am sure. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
You know, I don't think he's going to send away his only edition to someone.
Oh, no.
A copy of it.
Nope. Everything he sent me, I'm 99% sure he's got a copy of already.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So shout out to Dennis.
Okay.
You safe on the road, my friend. Karen, are we going to see the tribute shirts this year?
The what?
Oh, the
tribute shirts.
Tribute shirts.
Oh.
For like, Bob and those guys.
I don't know.
Bob, Rob, the others.
Don't know yet.
I haven't made it yet. I have so much going on, dude. I'm always doing something. Trying to build 2 websites at the same time.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm on them. Well, that's okay. I know you're a busy lady. Well, I'm going to let somebody else get on the line, and you guys have a nice evening. Shout out to Jan, Zulu, and the rest of the Flat Earth community. Keep it flat.
All right.
Peace.
See you, man. All right. Bye. Let's go to 210. I see 253 there, but we're gonna give him a minute. Let's see what happens. 210. You are on. What is up?
Is this me? 210?
It is you, 210. If you're 210.
Oh, Mark. Yes, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mark. Hello, Karen.
Hi.
Oh my God, I got so many things to tell you, and I know we got a little bit of time.
Well, it is a call-in show,
so
do what you can.
We are coming up San Antonio, Texas, and we're coming up on another eclipse. We just had one on October. We had one in October, and I took video of it. I sent it to you, and that blew my mind.
Right.
Another
That was
thing.
the annular eclipse that had the rain.
Got it.
It was like a couple weeks before the event.
Yeah, and I'm also the one that sent you that, hey, you know it's real because it's fake. Elon bullshit.
Right.
And so I was watching, I'm a big football fan. Dallas Cowboys, San Antonio, Texas, loves the Dallas Cowboys. So I was watching the playoffs. And if you remember correctly, Hawaii had that fucking Blu-ray just burn it all up. And so I'm there watching the playoffs. And the Navy, maybe the Air Force, but I took a picture of it and I sent it to you, and you told me good eye. And there was a whole, was it the Navy or the Air Force? I can't remember. But one of them had a picture up that said, give them the laser. A picture of a globe with a satellite.
Oh, right.
laser
Yeah, it was during
down.
it was during one of those things where they allowed the crowd to walk up to the back of the announcers. You could hold your own handwritten signs, and one of them
Exactly.
one of the truther community held up one where there was a laser beam hitting the world. Granted, it was a globe, but it said, "Give them the laser." It's like, oh God. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, and I was like, and I actually sent that to you on email.
Yeah.
And thank you so much. You respond a lot to me, and thank you so much because I was such a glober, not a glober anymore. Fucking fake.
Good
Face
for
is
you.
fake, but man, they throw it out in your face. It's so fucking bullshit. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can say the F word.
Well, it's a little late now, my friend. But
But,
go ahead. Keep going. If we were network, yeah, we would already been fine.
I know.
We're okay. We're okay. What you got though? We got 2 minutes to the break. So what you got?
Real quick.
Yeah.
Man, the fact that I was watching football and they were like, give them the laser, and that just happened to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And it was all talk about, man, have they been lasered out or what? It was like, I don't know. That was so, I don't know. Can you call it ironic? I have no idea what you call it. It was just mind blowing to me.
Yeah. Yep. There's a lot of, there's an old saying, only give the public as much truth as they can handle. They don't like giving the public truth really at all. So, yeah.
No, I know that. I know that for a fact. And I'll tell you what, Mark. Yeah, and I do email you a lot. Like I said, back in October, I sent you some emails that I can honestly say I captured Jesus Christ. I didn't notice it. Me, my wife, and my daughters were out there. We were doing the video towards the sun.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't looking at it. We were just doing it through the phone. And I told my girls, and I told my wife, I said, go to Home Depot. I have glasses. They have the sunglasses so we can look at it. I told my wife, where's the glasses? She goes, I didn't go. I was like, are you serious? You did not go. I was like, this is the whole thing. And it was like dark for like, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And I videoed, and I sent you the video. I did. I sent you the video, and I sent all my friends a video, and I put it on Facebook, and oh my God, and then I'm on Facebook, and I'm on groups called The Simulation. Oh my God, I got so much rhetoric back, like, oh, that's fake. You faked it. You faked it.
All right, hey, stop for a second, because we gotta go to break. Do me a favor, send me that video again. You probably still got it lying on your machine somewhere. Send it to me again, so I can take a look at it during one of the breaks, and then I want to give that a second look. But hey, we got to say goodbye to you for now, because we are going to our final break. So thank you for calling. Appreciate it. Again, send me, anyone out there can send me any emails they want. And by the way, send me any snail mail you want as well. So phone number to call in is 848-222-2480. We're going to our final break right now, says Peanut. And when we come back, we'll take your calls. Karen, the music.
All right.
Where is the
Alpha 33, target is on property, approaching food trailer. Engage Delta 9. Roger. Alpha 33 descending.
Hey, I know you.
They might be listening.
CIA?
Maybe.
Aliens?
Probably.
Globalists?
Definitely. I may have already said too much.
We have what you need.
Really?
It's flat
I'm listening.
and round
Go on.
and delicious.
Tell me the secret. I see the truth in it.
I thought you might.
This truly is a special place.
Yeah, we like to think so.
Will you be here tomorrow?
We move around quite a bit.
Ah, a mobile command center. A strong strategy. I like where your head's at.
Anything else?
I was never here.
Package intercepted. Copy that, Alpha 33. Come on back, let's eat.
Long live Flat Earth.
Long live Flat Earth!
Welcome back to Strange World, part 4 of 4. It's you, me, the always wonderful Karen B. And Peanut with an X-Wing. Is that an original X-Wing or is that that's not from the 70s, right? That's like a model? Because that's pretty cool. Yeah, I still love Star Wars toys, even though I have not watched a single Star Wars thing since Disney bought them. Oh, Son made it. Yeah, it's nice. Ooh, a 3D printed X-Wing? Wow, there's a copyright violation waiting to happen. Nice. You should sell that on eBay. That's cool.
When you're gonna get
You have the original though. Yeah, okay, because that counts. That's really cool. That's really neat. Hey, by the way, before I pick up the phone calls, the phone number to call in is 848-222-2480. That's 848-222-2480. We will pick up 253 first. Give this guy a second chance. And then after that, the phone lines are basically open. In fact, I might even do an unboxing since I've got 3 boxes of crap over here that I haven't opened yet. I want to show this to you, Karen. So, this is the book 1968, right? My birth year. This the year 1968. You know what's interesting about this book? See what's on the cover? Okay.
Earth?
Yeah, it's Earth. Now, that's an interesting thing.
Isn't that early?
Yeah, that's early, a whole year early. And it's like, so it's like, wait a minute, Apollo, we didn't hit the moon until 1969, so they say. So the little sub headline is War Abroad, Riots at Home, Fallen Leaders, and Lunar Dreams, the year that changed the world. Even though this shot here, I have no idea. This is just a freaking drawing of the freaking Earth. I have no idea. You can't see anything. It's just a massive cloud cover. And the only thing that happened in 1968 along those lines was Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space Odyssey. But again, there's your conditioning right there. Not even 69. This is a Time magazine, retrospect. They're putting the Earth on the cover. Well, you can put it on 67 too. In fact, we should look at some of the retro covers from all the other years and see what they use for that. In fact, I was watching a show tonight. There's a show on Netflix. They bought it off Cinemax called Warriors, set in the late 1800s, and there was this factory president, and in his office in the background, and I'm noticing, by the way, the globes on screen. There we go. First, oh God, thank you, Peanut, for sending me. The first images of Earth are chilling. Yeah, throw adjectives like that. Chilling, my ass, they're chilling. There's nothing. So yeah, 1966, whatever. So. But there was a globe. I'm so hyper aware of it in shows. And it's like, okay, but now I'm starting to pick up on a couple things. Like the globe was behind him and to the left, upper left of frame. So he's in there, and there's a brown globe that it blends in pretty much with a dark brown wood of the office. And that's the trick. The globes that you see in a lot of these shows that seem to be in the upper left whenever I'm looking at them, they tend to blend. They're blending with the color scheme. They're blue, they're gold, they're silver. Rarely are they earth colored, but you can see the continents. You can see how they're laid out. But yeah, this one was all brown. Like, okay, sure, why not? All right. Just sorry, it bugs me. I'm just so hyper aware of it. I want to just like call, but it's like every freaking show that I've been watching over the last 30 years at least. Not down with the brown. I can't even begin to comment on that. That's a horrible thing because it's not going to come off as good. Okay, 253. Let's give you a shot. You screwed up the first time. Let's see if you can recover. 253. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, now you sound pretty good. What's the deal?
Oh, finally. Hey, thanks for giving me another chance.
What was that?
Thanks for giving me another chance.
Oh yeah, happy to do it. So where are you actually in Washington State?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm living in Auburn.
Oh, okay, cool. Have you been listening to the show long?
Not. Oh yeah, I've been a fan of the show for quite a while. Just a first-time caller.
Oh, cool, awesome. Do you have anything on your mind, or are you just calling to say hi?
Just calling to say hi, and I'm just got a question, dude. Why are you such a fan of Russians?
Why am I such a fan of the Russians?
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord, man. Where do I start? Are you kidding? First off, they are the ultimate antagonist, and not just the Russians, but the Soviet Union. I was sad when the Soviet Union fell because the hero is only as great as the villain. And by that, I mean, come on, let's face it. All the heroes in all the comic book stories or any adventure stories, the villains are far more interesting. The villains define what the hero does. Batman's a boring character without the Joker and the Riddler and the Penguin and stuff like that. So Russia, come on, if you know anything about Russian history and what they've done over the years, they're an interesting bunch of guys. And we've painted them as and I grew up in the 80s when, Rocky IV came out and the Cold War was at its peak. And, everything that Russia did was bad, but they're cagey. I like them as a villain. They help make America what we are. The illusion of what we are, the big white hats. We're the good guys, they're the bad guys. So I like a good villain. I always had.
I actually agree. Like, I'll just iterate that. It's like, U.S. is not as good as they present to be themselves. Well, let me tell about themselves. I came from Ukraine.
Oh.
I was in Ukraine. I lived there till 18. Came here in 2001, just before they destroyed the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
So, and I've been in Ukraine, and all my history, I know, like, they've been trying to destroy us for around like 200 plus years.
Okay.
We've been occupied by, European countries, but mostly by the Russians. So they are the fucking enemy number one for us.
Well, I can imagine.
And like, especially this current war right here, it's the war for survival of the nation.
Yeah.
They saying the Ukrainians should not be existing. They're just saying Ukraine as people should not exist at all.
And again, appreciate you're from Ukraine, but you don't think in any way that America and NATO has been, using Ukraine as leverage to expand NATO?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, NATO as it is, it's a piece of shit. And like, I'm pretty sure that Russians knew, like, they knew that NATO's not gonna do any shit if they're gonna fucking invade Ukraine. I'm sorry for my French.
Oh, that's all right. The last caller already screwed it up for you, so you're fine.
My bad.
That's all right.
And I had a few, so my bad.
Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, they definitely knew that NATO's not gonna do anything because they knew NATO is freaking incompetent to defend any country, even if it's a NATO country.
Yeah. Hey.
And like, I mean, personally, I freaking love your shows, and I freaking love you guys brought me to the truth, even though, like, I remember back when I was like 5 years old, and I grew up like a Christian family.
Yeah.
And like, when I've been like with my friends, and we've been talking about some like sun and all the crap, and they say that like Earth is spinning. Like, no, the Bible says that like sun is going around the Earth, like spinning, not the Earth. And they just freaking laugh at me.
Yeah.
And like, credit to you and credit to the late Rob Skiba. You guys freaking brought it back to the truth.
Thank you. Rob did some wonderful.
When I came to US, like,
Keep going. You're okay.
Yeah, because when I came to US, I like found the channel like the Dr. Holland. Oh, hold on. Did I say it right? Dr. Holland, the guy that's been doing creation stuff and all the shit.
Hovind?
Saying that there is like ice shield around the Earth.
Oh, don't know. But keep going, regardless.
Yeah. So I believe that crap for a bit, and then I stumbled on, I think, your channel. I don't even remember now who was the first. Either you or the guy that like got away from war. I don't remember his name. He was like in Eastern philosophy, and then I stumbled on Rob Skiba, and here I am.
Nice.
It all came through.
Nice. Well, glad to have you with us,
I'm
man.
really appreciative of your work, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just, really, I love you guys. I love your shows, but honestly, I'm upset that you are kind of way too much. Kind of like sounds like supporting more Russia than people that are trying to get a freedom for themselves.
I got you.
But hey, from my point of view, we've been freaking struggling like 200 plus years to drop this freaking enemy from our backs. They've been trying to destroy us. And, if you try to check out the history, they had so many laws. Like from back of my mind, I think they had like 200 plus laws that they've been trying to suppress Ukrainian language, Ukrainian history. They've been trying to destroy us like a nation, as it is.
Well, what was happening while you guys were part of the Soviet Union?
We were occupied. Like in 1917s when the communists like took over Russia, they threw the Tsar. They killed their family.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there was like some people that were supporting them in Ukraine as well. Well, just be told. We had some. We had like Ukrainian army that was fighting them.
Sure.
Trying to kick them out of Ukraine as well, not to let them go.
Yeah.
But we were fighting on two fronts. We were fighting the communists, and we were fighting the white Russians as well.
Gotcha.
At the same time.
Gotcha.
Like the Tsar army.
Gotcha.
So eventually, we failed.
Right. Hey, hate to do this to you, man, but the show's winding down. You got any shout outs or anything before I let you go?
Oh, definitely for you, Karen, and Zulu, and everybody else. Guys, keep it flat.
All right. Thanks, man. You have a good night. All right. We got 2 calls before we close this baby down. Let's do 646. Let's see what he's up to. It's late in the game. Let's see how many whiskey shots are in him. What's happening, Alex?
That guy say that you were overweight? Is that what he said?
No, I think he was saying his accent was throwing me a bit. I think I was giving too much weight to the whole Russia thing. Look, I'm a fan of the whole Russia thing. I am. Always have been. Not policy, just what they are as a character.
Yeah, I mean, like,
if you're gonna write a character, Russia's a great villain. They always are.
Yeah, I was following that bit of logic on that. I thought like I was just trying to catch his accent and just try to. I was like, okay.
Oh, by the way, my apologies to the guy that called in, because I thought I thought his phone was cutting out, and it was his accent that was screwing me up.
No, he was having some connection issues though too.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh,
there
okay.
was a connection issue.
Oh, good. Then I'm not that bad. I know I'm terrible with foreign names.
Because when he called back, it was better. It was better.
Yeah, it was better.
Yeah. Well, Mark, you're in timeout with that guy for a while because you're pro-Russian. So, yeah, we probably won't.
By the way, for those that don't know, in the replay that I do, not Karen's live version, but I use the Soviet Union television sign off to start and end the show. The little animation. It's I've got that on my machine. I've got when they shut down their television for the night, they've got this cool little. I mean, we used to do the national anthem before television would sign off for the night. They've got something that's way beyond that. I mean, it is straight up Russian pride propaganda. It is awesome. I love it. So anyway.
I just haven't been following any part of that world for like such a long time because I just don't watch the news anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, my understanding is that like I did watch the Putin interview, which was interesting. I think he kept it pretty close to the chest with Tucker. I think he just said what he wanted to say. But if you heard it from his perspective through that interview, if any of that's true, or if he's even speaking remotely close to the truth, he says that the not a part of the Nazi regime still resides in Ukraine. Am I clear on that? I mean,
yeah, that's been out there for a while. I think he just reinforced it to get people to remember it. But the Ukraine has lost so much interest. That whole section has lost so much interest in the United States because we started focusing on. And come on, it's 2024. It's an election year. No offense to the caller, but Ukraine has kind of gone out the window for us. Zelensky is having a tough time getting funding. He's having a tough time getting audiences. Our attention span over here isn't great. But yes, to your point, the Nazi contingency. I don't even know the details of the Nazi contingency in Ukraine, just that there are some and both sides point at it. Don't know why.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird. I don't know. I didn't have much to say, Colin. I just wanted to call because I thought he said that you were overweight, and I was like, aren't you like losing weight? Aren't you like down to like 202 pounds or 201 pounds or something like that?
Thank you. This morning, yeah, I was at 200 flat. So pretty exciting.
Man.
Yeah, down to 5. Well, it's 2024. Again, I've got to look good for my my overlords when they decide to show up. So,
all right. Well,
by the way, if you're heavier, you're a more tasty target. Just to let you guys know. They're looking for succulent humans. Alex. Wait, he hung up? What the hell? God damn it, Alex. All right, well, I'm not picking you up. I'm going to pick up Zulu. What happened? I think he laughed and he hung up accidentally.
Maybe.
Oh, whatever. So yeah, it's better to be more gristly this year. Let's pick up 845. What the hell, right? I keep wanting to sing The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow, but I'm not going to. Start spreading the news. I'm off key. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it.
New York, New York, with my vagabond shoes. What's up? What's up? Hey, Mark. Hey, Karen. Hey, Peanut. Wow.
Hey, man. What's up?
World is an interesting place. Holy shit.
Someone should sell tickets.
Holy cow.
I'd buy one.
Right.
No, it's good.
This shit show.
Yeah, it is really nutty out there. And again, we haven't even gotten to, have you seen this, man? Oh, is that Balderson?
Yeah, on the donkey. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, that's good. The crap, I was gonna say, and we haven't even got to, you remember next month coming up here pretty quick is the Civil War, the movie by A24 studio. The American Civil War 2024 movie with Kirsten Dunst.
I wonder if it'll be as shitty as that other one, World Behind, or whatever movie that was.
It won't. No, this
that
one,
was total crap.
No, come on. That other one, that other one was produced by the Obamas, and I don't think that was
right.
Yeah, because the Obamas did it. And
yeah,
suck at making
a dystopian movie where nobody got shot and not even a single punch was thrown. That's a bunch of BS.
Yeah, weird.
April 12th, 2024 is when it's coming out. So 2 months, really?
That's
2 months?
Funny. On the 11th, there's supposed to be something occurring with a comet or something, because it's supposed to be a comet following the eclipse or something. And I was just hoping maybe it's the necromancers are hiding behind it. I don't know. I can only wish for that. Riddick will come and save us, but it'll be some boring.
Riddick will come and save us. Boy, that is the most original thing I've heard all year. That's really? That's what you're going to throw out there? Riddick?
Well, who was hiding behind the comet? That was the only movie I could think of.
Oh, you're
evil
right.
aliens behind the comet.
Right. That movie, yeah. That's the second Riddick movie. Yes, there was it was a comet, but it was a space armada disguised as a comet. So yeah, good,
right.
good. Like it. Yeah, we'll see. Again, we got a lot. You know, the years.
We'll see. We'll
the year's young. It's February. We're it should be a really as this thing winds out again until you'll know when Biden is declared medically unsound. That's when the next gear will kick in. When that finally takes place, because then things have to roll pretty quick. You know, kind of like Trump's VP, which Peanut and I were talking about this earlier, and like Trump's VP is like, when are you going to pick that person? In fact, is there even who's on the short list? I don't even know.
Right. I haven't heard any hints of anybody.
Yeah.
Watch him flip the script and get Big Mike.
Yeah, I see. I don't think Karen Endicott is going to be the VP for Trump. I just don't think it's going to happen.
No, she won't do it, huh?
No, I don't think she's going to do it. I don't think there's an amount of money to get her to be a VP for Trump.
I heard they were going to announce Big Mike for president on the Eclipse. Day of the Eclipse. Hey,
so yeah, go ahead.
Date 2/20/24.
What about 2/20? Wait, today's 2/20/24. Yeah.
Today.
Yes, 2/20.
Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing. Just that those were cool numbers to me.
So go ahead and plug your event since you're on. When's your event for the Eclipse?
On the Eclipse, April 8th.
That will be April 8th, Monday. We'll be at the Seneca Allegheny Casino and Resort. So we're going to meet at noon.
What? There we go. I was looking on the time, Karen. I knew.
What's that?
When's your Thursday meetup? On Thursday. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Karen.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna be at casino. Who's gonna be there? I rumor is David White is gonna be there. Alex Lowry is gonna be there. Quite a few people, I imagine, are gonna be there.
Myself, NDB. I have about 5 or 6 people that contact me, said that they're probably coming. So I don't know. I mean, you know how we are. We don't like to notify the authorities of where we will be. So
right.
There may or may not be much more people. I'm assuming David's going to be there. Everybody will fucking loves David. So
yeah, there'll be people there.
I mean, the meetup he had at the diner was not even supposed to be that big, and there was over 200 people.
Wow.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, it should be fun. I am kind of curious why there's some schools that are closing because of this. You know, and again, it's not like they're closing. You know, they're not being shy about it. It's like, oh, something might happen, so we're going to close.
It's the first day of trout fishing. You know, we'll just close, let the kids go and enjoy it, right? Like these small towns, they literally close for the first day of trout fishing.
I'm going to be the denier on this one, which is I'm going to say that the school's attorney said, you know what, why risk it? If something happens.
Wow.
Schools have attorneys. Yeah, schools have attorneys. I mean, they're not usually in the building, but they have attorneys on retainer, just in case. Oh God, yes. Are you kidding? A legal department for every school's got to have a
district.
Every school's got to have counsel on speed dial now.
Yeah, maybe the district attorneys. Every entity has attorneys.
Yeah, you have to. You have to at least.
Yeah,
even
for
though
firehouse,
you may not
do dick until the attorneys review it.
You may not call them every month, but they have to be there just in case some student, some parent does something dumb. I mean, seriously, all it takes is one stupid person to do something dumb in a basketball game. Peanut says the Devil Comet is headed our way, and that's still okay. Really? That's the headline from astronomy.com. Oh, yeah. That's good. And that'll be April 21st, 2024. That's the devil. That's the Devil Comet. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. Sorry. I've heard it too much. I've heard too many of them over the years. I just don't. Come on. Remember, I was the guy that was hook, line, and sinker on Nibiru back in 2011, 2012. I thought that the Nibiru thing was awesome. But then again, I believed in everything that was space in 2012. Now, not so much. Now,
not so
much less.
Hey, real quick, what was your thought on the KC shooting at the parade? Anything involving your Taylor Swift?
No. All I know is that they all
just
Blue
rando
Team Media,
assholes.
and I'm not trying to be rude in any way because we gotta shut this thing down here in a minute. But
Yep.
But Blue Team Media wouldn't release who it was because of the demographic that was involved. It's like, again, it's
Yeah, I'm hearing now.
If it's a white male shooter, you're gonna hear about it within hours. If it's anyone but a white male shooter, that is gonna be buried for as long as possible. If you're gonna see any mugshots at all. So there you go. As far as I know, I like the account, which was, that many people in a crowded center. There was alcohol, there was drugs, and some guys were flexing. It's like, what up? And then it's like, I'm strapped too. Yo, step off, and whatever else they say. And then they just started popping caps at each other. See how much street cred I got? All right, what quote do you got?
Yeah, you do. Hey, just want to say, me and NDB, we're going to start a Flat Earth Firefighters calendar. All right, I have a quote. If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you read the newspaper, you're misinformed. Just saying how relevant it is that the fucking media and all the news and all the bullshit and all the lies, and people just suck it up. But you got to pay attention to what they're fucking lying about too. That's all.
Yeah. There's no fake news, man.
And I love you guys. No, not at all. No. Shout out to Mark Sargent, Karen B, NDB, Ice Queen, Peanut, Brian Burton, Jerome, the chat, and Belarus. Miss her.
There, yeah. I don't know what she's doing. Belarus, call me. Let me know what's happening. All right. Well,
yeah, haven't heard from her.
It's been fun. It really, really has. So, yeah, we should have her and Ukraine talk to each other on the phone. Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh my God.
We'll be back next week. Same flat time, same flat channel. Say goodnight, Karen.
Night, Karen.
Say goodnight, Zulu.
Good night, Zulu.
Yeah, close enough. And yeah,
I think it was pretty good.
That was pretty good. Hot sex. Good night, everybody. Roll credits. Hey,
hot sex.
It's Alex Lowry. And you know what? I don't like him.
You don't like that guy.
I don't like him. Yeah, Peanut. Good night. You've been giving me crap all evening, so thank you. Thank you. Good night. Good night, Peanut. Yeah, that last line. Normally, go for it. I'm Ron Burgundy. I'm Ron Burgundy.
ever been. Wound up chasing stars all over again. There's words for what you got, what you have, and what you'll ever need. There's love so many nights, so many nights, so many ways to believe.
Mike Jack. Jack.
You realize it's the same link every week. It never changes.
Yeah, I know. I should paste it somewhere, I think.
Hello, Daisy. Hello,